Hey everybody, here is the demo for lesson 3.06, which is about data encryption. I don't know about you guys, but I pronounce that word differently just about every time I say it. You may hear me say data or you may hear me say data. I think most people prefer data, but to me it doesn't matter. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this lesson, introduction, talks to you about data encryption, and it explains how the encryption procedures work so that you may protect yourself and information. It talks about different occasions where companies had data breached and it caused a lot of problems. So I'm going to move on to the Learn section. Now in this lesson there's not a whole lot of Flash Player, so you are able to read over this tab under Learn about encryption, and then you're able to go to Theory and Practice. There is a video here that you will watch, so make sure you click on this and watch the video. But this link right here gives you the login information. So this is the username and password that you're going to need to log into that site. So when you go back here and you click on the video, it takes you to this website, and make sure you type in that username and password. And that's going to give you information that you'll need about encryption. And then you can go to this additional resource tab, which also gives you another link to a website that explains even more how encryption works. Okay, so make sure you take some time to read over those. I'm not going to go through that with you in the video. But the Try It section requires Flash Player. So remember, if you have this pop up, try doing this. Going to this little, you may have a lock symbol or this eye with the circle here, and telling it to allow Flash. Once you do that, you may have to reload the page. You can click the reload button or this refresh button right here. And usually that will work for you. Okay, so just in case Flash has not been installed at all, I'm going to go ahead and play the game on here for you so you can see it for yourself. And as always, you can pause this video to look over the answers or back it up and replay it. This game called Pyramid is based on an old TV show, game show that came on years and years ago before y'all were born. They may have reinvented it and come out with it again, so you may be familiar with it. But okay, the first question says the process of converting from plain text to ciphertext. So if you're converting something from regular text to an encoded text that someone cannot read, that is when you encrypt it. Okay, so the answer to that is encryption. All right, question 2. Text that is unreadable until it has been converted into plain text with a key. So if it's unreadable until you can convert it into regular text, it would be ciphertext. That's when it's like the secret code language. Question 3. Maintain secrecy, only read by authorized person. So if something maintains secrecy and it can only be read by an authorized person, that'd be confidentiality, yes. Okay. Next question. The process of identifying an individual, usually based on a username and a password. So that would be authentication, when you're double checking that you are getting the person that the message was intended for. Question number 5 says the process of giving individuals access to systems based on their identity. So if you're trying to only let someone access something based on their identity, that's when you grant authorization. Okay. Question number 6. This is the art of protecting information by transforming it or encrypting it into an unreadable format called ciphertext. So when you protect something, you transform it or encrypt it into the ciphertext, that is called cryptography. Okay, question 7. A password or table needed to decipher encoded data. So that would be your key. You have to have that key to be able to decipher it. Or decode. Decode is another word for decrypt. Question number 9 is when you restrict network traffic which can pass through them based on a set of system administrator defined rules, that is the definition of firewall. That is your firewall. Okay, question 10 says computer programs that attempt to identify, thwart, and eliminate computer viruses and other malicious software. That would be antivirus software. Oh, for some reason my computer tried to freeze up. Okay, good. So we got an expert on that. And then let's go on to the task. The task directions just say after reading the lesson and watching the lesson video, answer the questions on the 3.06 data encryption worksheet and turn in your answers in complete sentences. Make sure y'all are paying attention to these directions in complete sentences to the 3.0 data encryption Dropbox. Okay, so again, this is just a worksheet. You click on and download, type in your answers, and upload it to this Dropbox. Make sure your answers are in complete sentences. Okay, so that's all there is to lesson 3.06. If you have any questions about anything or if something does not work right for you, be sure to send me an email. Thanks, guys.